Beyond the modern skylines of Canada lies another world. A hidden world. A land of abandoned islands, frozen ghost towns, mysterious disappearances, underground tunnels, ancient forests, unexplained lights, and landscapes so remote they feel untouched by time itself. Most travelers never see these places. Some are hidden deep within Arctic wilderness. Others sit silently beside modern cities, almost forgotten. Together, they reveal a darker and more mysterious side of one of the largest countries on Earth. This is not the Canada of postcards. This is the unknown Canada. A cinematic journey across 10 of the most mysterious places in the country. From the haunted shores of Nova Scotia to the frozen silence of the Yukon. From ghost villages, swallowed by forests, to mountains connected to terrifying legends. Tonight, we explore Canada's hidden mysteries. Chapter 1. Oak Island, Canada's greatest treasure. Mystery. Off the coast of Nova Scotia lies a small island that has obsessed treasure hunters for more than 200 years. Oak Island. At first glance, the island looks peaceful. Trees sway in the Atlantic wind. Fishing boats drift nearby. But beneath the ground may lie one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. Everything began in 1795. A young teenager named Daniel McGuinness discovered a strange depression in the soil beneath an old oak tree. Curious, he began digging. A few feet down, he found layers of wooden platforms carefully placed underground. Every 10 feet, another platform appeared. Something had been buried here deliberately. News spread quickly. Soon, treasure hunters arrived from across North America. They believed the island hid pirate gold. Perhaps Captain Kidd's treasure. Perhaps hidden religious artifacts. Some even believed the Holy Grail or the lost manuscripts of William Shakespeare were buried beneath the island. But Oak Island fought back. Flood tunnels filled excavations with seawater. Machines failed. Explosions occurred. Workers vanished. Over the centuries, several people died trying to uncover the island's secrets. Despite modern technology, the mystery remains unsolved. Even today, excavations continue. And somewhere beneath the island, something may still be waiting. Chapter 2. The Nahanni Valley, the Valley of Headless Men. Deep within the wilderness of the Northwest Territories lies one of the most feared regions in Canadian history. The Nahanni Valley. Known by many as the Valley of Headless Men, the valley is brutally remote. Towering mountains surround endless forests and violent rivers. Even today, reaching the region is difficult. For centuries, indigenous communities warned outsiders to stay away. Legends spoke of evil spirits and unnatural forces hidden in the wilderness. Then came the disappearances. In the early 1900s, several gold prospectors vanished inside the valley. Some bodies were later discovered without heads. Others were never found at all. One famous case involved two brothers searching for gold. Their campsite was discovered destroyed. Their skeletons were found nearby. Both had been decapitated. No explanation was ever confirmed. As stories spread, the valley gained a terrifying reputation. Some blamed murderers. Others believed wild animals were responsible. But some claimed the valley itself was cursed. Even today, strange disappearances and unexplained stories continue to surround the region. And deep inside the endless wilderness, the mystery remains alive. Chapter 3. The Abandoned Village of Baldoon. Near the shores of Ontario lies one of Canada's strangest historical mysteries. The Baldoon Settlement. In the early 1800s, Scottish settlers arrived hoping to build a peaceful farming community. Instead, terrifying events began almost immediately. Rocks crashed through windows without explanation. Objects moved on their own. Buildings shook violently at night. Fires started mysteriously. Witnesses claimed invisible forces attacked homes repeatedly. Fear spread through the settlement. Eventually, many families abandoned the village entirely. Some believed the land was cursed. Others blamed supernatural forces. The legend of the Baldoon Mystery became one of Canada's earliest paranormal stories. Even today, the region remains associated with ghost stories and unexplained activity. Whether the events were caused by human deception, hysteria, or something stranger, nobody truly knows. Chapter 4. The lost village of Resolution Island, far north in the Arctic, lies one of Canada's forgotten places. Resolution Island. Once home to military installations and small communities during the Cold War, today the island is almost completely abandoned. Thick fog rolls across frozen coastlines. Rusting structures stand against brutal Arctic winds. Silence dominates everything. The island once played a strategic role during rising tensions between East and West. Radar stations scanned the skies for possible threats. Soldiers lived here in isolation for months at a time. But over time, technology changed. The military left. Nature reclaimed the island. Today, abandoned equipment still litters parts of the frozen landscape. Some visitors describe the island as deeply unsettling. A ghost outpost at the edge of the world. Chapter 5. The Haunted Fairmont Banff. Springs Hotel, hidden within the mountains of Banff, stands one of the most famous hotels in the country. The Fairmont Banff Springs. Often called Canada's castle in the Rockies, but behind its luxury lies a darker reputation. For decades, guests and staff have reported paranormal experiences. One of the most famous legends involves a bride who died after falling down a staircase on her wedding day. According to witnesses, her ghost still wanders the hotel ballroom. Others speak of a ghostly bellman who mysteriously appears to help guests before vanishing without a trace. Strange sounds echo through empty corridors at night. Lights flicker. Doors open on their own. Whether paranormal or psychological, the stories transformed the hotel into one of Canada's most famous haunted locations. And high in the Rocky Mountains, the legends continue. Chapter 6. The Black Donnellys Farm in rural Ontario stands the site of one of the darkest stories in Canadian history. The Donnelly family became infamous during the 1800s due to violent feuds with neighboring settlers. Tensions escalated for years. Then came the massacre. One winter night in 1880, a mob attacked the Donnelly farm. The family home was burned. Several members of the family were brutally killed. The violence shocked the nation. But the horror did not end there. Locals later reported strange sightings around the property. Ghostly figures, unexplained lights, mysterious sounds in empty fields. The legend of the Black Donnellys became deeply embedded in Canadian folklore. Even today, paranormal investigators continue visiting the area, searching for answers, or perhaps searching for ghosts. Chapter 7. The mystery of the Bay of Fundy between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia lies one of Earth's strangest natural phenomena. The Bay of Fundy. This bay experiences the highest tides on the planet. In some locations, water levels rise and fall by more than 16 meters. Entire coastlines disappear beneath the ocean and reappear hours later. Massive whirlpools form. Fog rolls across cliffs. Powerful currents create dangerous conditions for sailors. For centuries, legends surrounded the bay. Indigenous stories described giant sea creatures beneath the water. Some sailors reported hearing strange sounds during storms. Others claimed entire ships vanished in the fog. Even today, the bay remains unpredictable, beautiful, and terrifying. Chapter 8. The Ghost Town of Barkerville. Once, Barkerville was one of the richest gold rush towns in North America. Thousands of prospectors flooded into the mountains searching for fortune. Saloons filled with gamblers. Streets overflowed with miners. Gold changed lives overnight. Then the boom ended. As quickly as people arrived, they disappeared again. The town slowly emptied. Today, restored buildings preserve the appearance of the 80s. But many visitors claim the town still feels haunted by its past. Some report footsteps in empty buildings. Others hear voices after dark. Whether imagination or something stranger, Barkerville remains frozen in time. A ghost of Canada's gold rush era. Chapter 9. The mysterious lights of the Yukon. Far north in the Yukon, strange lights sometimes appear above remote wilderness regions. Some resemble glowing orbs. Others move silently across the sky. For decades, locals, pilots, and travelers have reported unexplained aerial phenomena. Some believe the lights are natural atmospheric effects. Others connect them to extraterrestrial theories. Indigenous legends long predate modern UFO stories. Ancient stories spoke of spirits traveling through the northern skies. The vast isolation of the Yukon adds to the mystery. Huge regions remain almost completely untouched by civilization. At night, under endless stars and northern lights, the wilderness feels infinite and deeply unknown. Chapter 10. Sable Island, the island of shipwrecks. Far out in the Atlantic Ocean lies one of Canada's most isolated islands. Sable Island. Long and narrow, the island constantly shifts shape due to storms and ocean currents. Dense fog surrounds it for much of the year. Over centuries, more than 350 shipwrecks occurred near its shores. Sailors called it the graveyard of the Atlantic. Many ships never escaped the island's hidden sandbars. Today, wild horses roam freely across the dunes. Abandoned wreckage still rests beneath the waves nearby. The island feels surreal, beautiful, lonely, and haunted by history. Final chapter. The unknown Canada. Canada is often seen as peaceful and familiar. But beyond the cities exists another reality. A land of forgotten mysteries, unsolved disappearances, haunted landscapes, abandoned settlements, and wilderness so vast it can swallow entire stories forever. From the frozen Arctic to the Atlantic coast, from haunted hotels to cursed valleys, Canada still contains places where the unknown survives. And perhaps that is what makes these places so fascinating. Not simply fear, but mystery. The feeling that somewhere beyond the forests, mountains, and fog, something unexplained still waits. This has been 10 mysterious places in Canada. And somewhere in the endless wilderness, another mystery is already beginning.